finally starting. It was like a couple seconds late. Okay. Baking. It's me. Hello, it's me. This is me in the kitchen. This is Geku up there. He's going to be helping me. So might as well just get started. I'm going to be making snickerdoodles, which is like a cinnamon cookie thing. And so baking, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by putting my hair up. Because my hair molts like crazy and it falls out everywhere, and it's you don't want that in a nice cinnamon Christmas biscuit thing. So I can put that up. Use two just in case because they always fall out. Oh, something I was supposed to do this before I started, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna run some warm water and soap into a bowl. And that is just there so I can wash my hands quickly if needs be. I'm gonna put apron on because I'm probably gonna make a mess everywhere, and that's not fun. That you can see, like a chocolate stain right there from a chocolate cake that was baked probably years ago now. And personally, I think if you have an apron and it's clean, then you don't do enough baking, and you're lost, I guess. I don't know. Okay. People saying hello in chat. Hello. So exciting. Okay, so I almost thought I'd forgotten to get the recipe then. Got the recipe here, written down. I'll show it there. So, I'm going to start. I also have the ability to mute myself. So when the mixer comes on, you won't all be deafened, hopefully. Okay. So the thing you want to do is get a spoon and use that first for the 230 grams of butter. And why you do the butter first is that so the spoon gets butter on it and then everything sticks to it and it gets really annoying. So, okay, so 230 grams of unsalted butter. I'm just going to plop that in there. Let me move it. You don't need to see my face in a minute. We can just move this down. Oh, wait. There we go. You can see a bit more of what I'm doing. Hey! Oh, look, now I can see the stain. Look, it's right there. Okay, so 230 grams. This stalk butter is on its last legs, so thankfully we have a new one. It's always good to check your ingredients before doing it, because I've started baking stuff and don't have enough stuff for it. I made pancakes once and I didn't have any eggs, so they were just like, I don't know, they were just terrible. This one's already been opened and used. There was still one in there. I wanted to peel the paper off. Bruh, this household man. What happens if I don't have a spoon because I don't know what they are? Well, sheesh, you know, I don't. Do you have a ladle? Because I feel like a ladle would still work. It's just a bigger kind of spoon. Or follow a Troom Troom hacks video and I don't know, just kind of make one out of a fork. What? Okay, so we're currently on 209 grams, so obviously not quite enough. 233. That's close enough for me. I've got to butter off the spoon. I've used a fork for butter, so you know, anything really is a vessel for getting butter out of the tub. Hands, digits can make a spoon with like your just cup it out. So what is next? A very specific number of 267 grams of sugar. Now, I got this recipe from, I'm going to zero the scales. I got this recipe from a website called Sarah's Baking Addiction. And, you know, I'm a bit concerned about Sarah because, you know, addictions are no joke, even if it's for sugary treats. Yeah, so I can't help but question the recipe's authenticity, because you know you don't know how much you can trust people really, and when you get a wacky number like 267, you think just round it up. Anyone who doesn't round is addicted to baking. Oh, there's like sugar all in the fold of the bag. There you go. Okay, so see, if I wouldn't have checked the ingredients, we would have been out butter and out sugar. Thanks, Mum, for going and getting them, because I can't leave. 267 grams. $175. Okay, come on. 225. 256. 267. Boom. Yes. Boom. Because it's going back in the cupboard. There it goes. The butter's staying over there for now. Okay. So I didn't write down the instructions. It's just literally the ingredients. I keep showing this card, but like nothing's changed. What happens if you go over or under the weight in sugar? You're out of luck. Basically, then you have to you either have to, if you go over, you have to double the recipe, and you have to double everything. And then if you get one of the other ones wrong, then you have to double it again. And if you're under, then you can just add a bit more, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna save your ears, and I'm going to, I'm going to mute while I mix it, because it's probably going to be very loud. Okay, entertain yourself. It helps to turn the mixer on at the plug, I believe is always helpful. Back in a sec. Easy. So, currently struggling to find where all our utensils are. Oh, gross. What is wrong with the spatulas in the wash? This one's all sticky. Give me 1 second. I'm never as prepared as I think I am. Why is it so sticky? Yeah. Very questionable activities this spatula's been getting up to. Hasn't been used in a while, I don't think. So yeah, it still needs a proper wash, I think, which can't quite do at the minute. Just gonna use this one then. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna scrape down the sides. One. This is not quite the same. But have a spatula ready. You're doing this. So you want to do it so it's nice and fluffy. I believe is the for the butter and sugar. I haven't written down the instructions because most of the time it kind of all goes in the same order. You cream the butter and the sugar, and then you add the eggs, and then you add the flour, and then you do this and that. So yeah, that's always worked out, right? Not following the instructions. Anyway, so the ingredients call for 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. So, okay, I'm gonna go put this in the bin. Did you catch that? Okay, so for just the egg yolk, I'm going to crack it and then put the yolk, put the whites in a bowl, and then I'm gonna put the yolk straight in the thing. I'm probably just gonna bin the whites because there's not a lot I can really do with them. So I've just completely messed that up. Oh well, it has 2 eggs now. Sure, that'll be fine. I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god. I just cracked it straight in. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. I'm sure that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Doesn't even matter. Come on, come on. It won't even matter. I was just so lost in thought. I just wasn't even aware of what I was doing. And don't do that. You're supposed to crack the egg in the other bowl and then only put the yolk in. So stupid. Something like this happens every time. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix it again. It doesn't look very nice like this. So hope none of you are eating at the minute because it doesn't look very nice. Cheers! Thank you. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, thank you. I'm really sorry. My mum just yelled down, turn the sound back on. So I was basically saying that because the whites kind of spread out all over the butter, you can't really get them out. And because the yolk was still intact, so you could take that out, but because it was the whites, there's no real point trying to fish them out. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to flour now. Oh, thanks for telling me in the chat. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so flour is another weird number, 375 grams. So I'm going to very gingerly pour this in because this tub can sometimes be a bit funny. Let me take it back off my face and put it back down to what I'm doing. There we go. I'm sure it will be. Oh, see, it's just, did you catch that? Catch that in HD or SD? Not really. Just like spits out the other side. I'm sure it'll be fine with 2 eggs in. Yeah, it's not like I put 4 in or anything and probably be alright. Uh, 375, so currently at 310. So it's going to be a lot of this. It's not going to be. No, I went over. Spoon. Again, I'm kind of breaking my own rules by not doubling the recipe to put it back in, but it's a lot of effort. Ah, no. So I'm just going to take a little bit out. That hasn't been touched by the butter or the eggs and the sugar, so it's all right. Okay, so that was, I used self-raising flour, but the Sarah said that you should use all-purpose flour, but I don't have all-purpose flour, nor do I think have ever had all-purpose flour ever. I didn't even know it was a thing, really. I don't quite get how it's all-purpose. You can do anything with it. Like it's all purpose. You could make cement with it. Like I'd be scared to test it while baking because the possibilities do seem limitless. So yeah, it's just self-raising flour. I'm sure you could use either plain or self-raising. I wouldn't really know what the how different the outcomes would be. At the minute, I'm just trying to mix some of the flour in before I actually turn the mixer on because it will go everywhere more than it already has. So it's just pockets of flour. So I'm just trying to get the worst of it in before I actually start mixing. Okay, should be good. I'm gonna mute and remember. Okay, just turning the oven on to 190 degrees. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so starting to get into what is different about the snickerdoodles instead of every other cookie except for its stupid name. So basically, what I've got here now, so we've done all this bit, that bit there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab these two boxes, that's one box of baking supplies. That was loud. And we're gonna grab some cream of tartar. Now, I don't really know what this is. It just seems, it's just another one of those baking things. Sam is tabbing in the chat. Hello, Sam. Hello, everyone, really. Thank you very much for stopping by. So I'm going to, recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of this stuff. And basically, the only time I've ever really heard of this stuff is baking these. And it kind of makes it tangy. It makes the biscuit kind of tangy, almost a little bit bitter. Like the cookie doesn't taste nice on its own. And you'll see what we're going to do to make it taste nice. But yeah, the actual batter for the biscuit, it doesn't taste great. So 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Just gonna gingerly. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna pour some in. I'm sure it'll be all right. Boom. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I feel like salt is very underrated when it comes to baked things. It just makes it taste like almost salted caramel-y. Tartar. It says 1 teaspoon of baking soda, but I don't have any at the minute. Bicarbonate of soda, baking powder. I really don't know what the difference is. But I think what the baking soda does, the cream of tartar kind of covers as well. Covers for it. I've got some vanilla extract if I can open it. So just a bit of this. I always wipe the sides of the vanilla bottles now because it gets really sticky and then you can't get the lid open. Look, it just grabbed a bit of the thing. So just yeah, you're welcome, future me. You'll now somewhat be able to open it, probably. Bro, I'm such a fan. Hello. Remember me when you're famous. I'll have to write down your username so I'll never forget it. Thanks for coming along. This is just a side note. I wanted to show this. This is a pen from secondary school, right? Plenty of ink still left in it, except the black one. Really wore it down. I just refused to use blue, apparently. Blue's a fine colour. There's nothing wrong with it. Me from years ago. Okay, again, just gonna just mix this in. Oh, I remembered. Oh, hello, I'm back. Okay, so it's pretty much the batter done. Now, I don't know whether it's the extra liquids in it via an extra egg white or just the recipe itself, but it's pretty liquidy. It's pretty thick. So the next, now I pose a problem because the next part is gonna need this, and we're gonna need this thing I put away. Gonna need a bit of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this aside for uno momento. Bring the scale out. Okay. Really wanted to use it. Oh, kind of shut off for a second there. It's a bit of lagging. Hopefully it's back now. On the back of this lovely flashcard I never got to use, there's measurements for sugar and some cinnamon. I wrote them both down sugar, but the bottom one is supposed to be cinnamon. So this I wrote it down in cups. That's pretty stupid. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out about 130 grams of sugar. Okay, we'll just do 100 grams for now. That'll be enough. Okay, and I don't know why I got the measurements wrong. And then we're going to sprinkle in some cinnamon. Does anyone remember when the cinnamon challenge was a thing? Does anyone remember that? Because I remember that being the biggest thing. I don't plan on doing it, nor will I ever, but I just remember that fondly when challenges were, you know, painful and mean instead of doing dances on like TikTok. Okay, so we have this cinnamon sugar mix now. What are we gonna do with this? You get a virtual high five if you can guess what we're gonna do with this. I'm gonna put paper on the tray and we're gonna put the biscuits. And if you can if you can guess what we're gonna do with it, then I'll give you a virtual high five. 1782. Yeah, might as well have been like ages ago. Precise repping there. Yeah, we keep it within the millimeter margin on this channel. Okay, so are you going to sprinkle it on the tray before you set the mixture on it? Close. Very, very close. We're going to, yeah, okay, I tell you what, I'll give you a virtual high five for that one, because you're pretty much there. So, good job. Good, yeah. Spot on. Except not really. So, what we're going to do is we're going to roll the mixture in it, which is going to prove a bit difficult because it's very thin. You can't really roll. It's very thin and sticky. Like, does this when you see this, do you think, oh yes, I can roll it between my hands? Look, doesn't look very rollable to me, in my unprofessional opinion. But we're going to try it anyways because this is what will make them taste nice. Because the batter is very tangy. It doesn't taste great. I almost want to say bitter, but it's not quite bitter. But then when you roll it in the sugar, it tastes really nice. So I'm going to give it a try. Okay. I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to try and just take a tablespoon of mixture and get a teaspoon. I've wiped them both off so they don't have like cinnamon and cream of tartar on. So basically just want to do that. I'm gonna try one quickly where we just sprinkle it on top because it's probably going to be a lot easier. So something along those lines. All you kind of want to do is kind of just drop it into whatever the situation's doing, and then just coat it. Boom. So that's the one that's properly coated, and that's the one that's not. I can't say I have a favourite, but no, don't do favourites here, but that one just looks better and is better. So the only thing that's annoying about this is I'm going to be washing my hands between most times. Between most times of using the sugar and getting it all over my fingers, and then rolling out another one. So yeah, it's probably just what I'm going to be doing for a little while. Thanks for joining me. Apparently there are 6 people watching. Quite a few. Let me say hello properly. Hello. Okay. Oh look, I can just spin it and it coats it kind of in a way. Almost. Kind of halfway coats it. Just finish it off by hand. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys while I'm doing this about something I noticed. And it's about the mixer. It's about this bad boy right here. So, we used to have a mixer, just like that one. Like exactly the same. Right, Geku? Just kidding, he wasn't there. He wasn't here when we had the other mixer. But, and it's a handheld one. I find that handheld mixers, when they're on number 1, they don't go very slow. So I just don't understand why it doesn't go slow. Like, I'll do this quickly, right? It's not slow. It's level 1. Like, a lot of things would be different if it just went slow. Surely going slowly would be easier than going really, really quick. But I bring up the other mixer, the older mixer, because I feel like that one did it as well. But yeah, it's kind of like you always have to fold stuff in before you always have to fold powders in to a mixture before you properly mix it, because it will just go everywhere. And I think if it went slowly, that wouldn't be a problem. So, you know, Bosch, is anyone watching from Bosch? Bosch, is anyone watching? You know, what are you doing? Get your act together. Because, you know, you find a stand mixer that does it, but you just want a handheld one. You know, it's convenient. Bosch, what are you playing at? KitchenAid? KitchenAid, what are you doing? Come on, you're not thinking it through. It's you know, listen to the people. This is what the people demand. They demand slow hand mixers. Okay, the world would be such a better place if they just went slowly. Because you turn it up to 1 and there's no need to go to a high speed. So yeah, it's my little stupid rant about nothing. Okay, so because the dough's sticky and annoying, sometimes I'll get like a bit on my finger and then it will just, you know, and it's stuck there for life. Never coming off. What time are we at? That's only barely past 5:30. Time really does fly when you're having fun. So, this is what we've got so far. I'm scared to tip it, but this one here, this one's the one with it just sprinkled on top. So we'll see how that one comes out, because I do want to know. But yeah, so pop it in. Okay, so the other tray I have is this one, and this is what my mum uses for Yorkshire puddings, and she makes them very, very well. Don't even step to my mum's Yorkshire puddings, because you makes her look like an idiot. But what I'm going to do in them, I'm going to put some of these in there. This box is really old. This has been out forever. 75 American style muffin cupcake cases. So we're just going to put them in. If you unplugged it and plugged it back in multiple times at the speed of light, I reckon it would go slower. Yeah, probably right. Or you could use a manual whisk. It's true, I could use a manual whisk. But then what if I want to go really fast? I don't know. Yeah. I don't have a problem with using a manual whisk, but you know, these companies, you know, how much money are they making for them to have, you know, subpar ideas, really? Okay. There's loads of mixture, so I'm just gonna fill all of these up. Okay. So the great thing about these cookies is that train your arm to move very fast. You know, maybe it's not them. I think maybe it's me. Maybe I am. I'm just not. My arm just isn't fast enough. Raising good points. I'll have to evaluate my beliefs and yeah, try and apologise with for the complaint letters I sent KitchenAid. No, like E Honda from Street Fighter. Get your references out of there, man. Not your mum just came in. What's cooking? Hello. Snickerdoodles is what's cooking. So I'm cooking right now. I just want to say I love the username Not Your Mum, because if I was suspicious at all to who you were, the username kind of narrows it down by one person out of 7 billion. I find that pretty funny. So yes. Keep the username, I think is the point. So I'm currently making the snickerdoodles and putting them in. Okay, it's never gonna work. Wait, putting them in here. This isn't quite enough. The light focus camera. Okay, you just have to trust me. It's I'm gonna try to put a little bit more in for these cases, but I'm doing them in the cases because I think it would just be nicer if they're more uniform instead of I forgot what temperature is the oven on. It's on 190. I didn't set a timer. Can't mate. I think they've been in for about 2 minutes, and I've just put 10 minutes on there, so should be all right. They take quite a while, surprisingly, from like when I did it last time. It seemed like they took quite a while. It's on 190 degrees C. I don't know what that is in gas or, you know, what Fahrenheit. So I don't speak different languages when it comes to temperature, unfortunately. Okay, so kind of not showing you guys as much of what I'm doing, but It's all pretty much the same at this point. It's little dumpling signs. So cute. Oh, hello. So the sugar just stays on the outside. I made this with a friend once, and like she's like started kneading it into it. It's like just stop. It's not right. Because the sugar makes like a little. I just thought of the word, but I forgot it. Like a I want to say cast. It kind of hardens around it and it makes like a case of sugar and deliciousness. So that's what we're trying to do. There's quite a few of them here to do, so it's pretty slow at the minute. But everyone having a good day? Everyone having a good evening? Good afternoon? Good morning, good evening, good night? Oh, I am. It's fun. And hopefully these will taste really nice. If Sarah and her baking addiction don't let me down. So, good old Sarah. There's quite a lot of batter. I think it'd be good to see how many actually come out of it. I may have to make some more of the sugar and cinnamon mixture because it's kind of depleting a little bit, as is expected. But so, I'm just gonna point the camera down again just so you can see what I'm doing. Just for a little bit. Oh. Okay, so just kind of getting a spoonful, plopping it in. Very technical terms, so. Making sure all of it is covered before trying to pick it up and then place it, because it will, as soon as you get a bit of the mixture on your fingers, it's like stuck and then all the sugar sticks right in. At least like the sugar you can start dusting off, but yeah. Just kind of give it a fun little toss. Apparently these are Christmas cookies, but I've never really had them at Christmas. I've only had them like a handful of times. They're, from what I remember, pretty good. But I always forget which recipe is which, and they're always a little bit different every time. I also, when looking up different recipes, I see that they're all kind of different. Say about not having the same one because I can't find the same recipe, but some of them you can get it where this one's probably going to be kind of soft, probably, crunchy, all the different words from food tech, but you can get some that are chewy and kind of flatter. Like these will probably kind of hold their shape, not exactly like this, they'll spread out a little bit, but I've seen pictures of some where they kind of look like Subway cookies. They look really good. Kind of the chewy, crispy on the outside, chewy in the middle kind of cookies. You know, like the kind of ones you can get a pack of 5 of in like Sainsbury's. Whoops. So, and yeah, so I guess it just kind of comes down to preference. Like if you don't like cinnamon, then probably these won't be for you. But if you do, but you don't like a certain kind of biscuit, then you can just find a different recipe and get a kind of, you know, they're all different. So currently these are all done. These ones at least. This, oh no, the spoon fell in the mixture. The edge of the spoon. I hate when it does that. That's one of my pet peeves. Like if my fork falls into my like dinner, I've had a spoon fall into soup before. It's like, oh, because then the spoon is just never quite, it's never the same. So they have about 2 minutes left in the oven, and these ones are all done. They're all in their little case. So cute. They're probably not very even, but I'm not going to weigh them. So, say again, hello. The oven is over there. Okay, so they're looking very good. Very good. I'm very excited. They're looking very tasty. So we're just going to. I lowered the time a little bit. I lowered the time just a little bit. With these ones, I'm going to keep a proper eye on the time. So by the time we get the other ones out, it'll be about a minute, and then we'll keep a better eye on how long they take. Or I will anyway. I'll keep a better eye on how long they take. You guys can, you know, just relax. You can just have some. It's fine. Well, it's really annoying. Right in the way. I don't know why I put it here. It's a terrible place to put it. Okay. I'd even say they need just a little bit longer. I'm going to flip them round. This is what they look like at the minute. I'll show you in a sec. But this is what they look like at the minute. They're kind of, these ones are starting to go brown. But I think these ones just need just a little bit more time. So I'm going to flip it around like that, and then the other way, and then just give them like a minute. It's hot. Okay. I've never understood why those cases don't burn. Neither do I. I don't know. I made God, it's a disaster. I made. Okay, I'm going to tell a story. I need to keep an eye on the time though, because I don't want to leave them in there too long. I made scones one time. We fancied scones, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a baker. I can just make some. You know, you don't need to buy them. I can just make them. So I put the parchment paper down, parchment papier, and then I put them in the grill because Mum was like using the oven. So I put them in the grill to cook, and the paper just caught on fire, and that was it. It just caught on fire. So I didn't see any of this. Mum just realised it was on fire, and then put them in the sink, you know, because, you know, safety. And yeah, and that was it. There was also another time where the recipe told me that I could just butter the bottom of the sheet pan and then, they wouldn't stick, right? So, butter and then it just pops off. And the recipe wasn't very good, clearly, because they were very flat. No, they didn't look great. But then you pick them up, they look browned. You pick them up and they're black. They're completely black on the bottom. They're completely burnt. So like the butter just fried them. It just completely burnt. It was ridiculous. I just don't know what I'm 70,000% of the time. I have no idea what I'm doing. They look good though. This is one of the rare occasions where it might not turn out completely horribly. Okay, that's looking a bit better. Okay, so let me angle this down so I don't burn someone. So basically, I don't understand why the cases don't burn. It's crazy. Because there's nothing special about them, I don't think. It's ridiculous. Not Your Mum says, what musical instrument do you have? My voice. That's one of them. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hello. Okay, so that's what they look like. Looking very tasty, I must say. What do you think? Look alright? I think this one is the one where I just sprinkled some on top, because I can see, some of the sugar still just sitting on top, whereas, they're all evenly. Okay, look at the difference of tops. I really hope they focus in, but you can see it's cracked here. These ones are good examples. They're cracked, and this one, it doesn't look as cracked, and I think it's because of the sugar. Because this bit, clearly some of the sugar missed it, whereas this bit where you can see sugar is in it, it cracks. It kind of looks like when you see dirt that's really dry and it cracks. It's kind of done that, and that's great. That's what we want. Okay. Wow, it's going really well. Not too shabby. Just gonna adjust my jumper, getting all tucked up. Okay, so I've got a cooling rack right here. Trying to adjust the seam a little bit. Right here. This is why I let them cool first. And okay, yeah, this is going to be a perfect demonstration on why you should let them cool properly. Because then it rips the bottom off. See that? Just rips the bottom off. Look, I'll show you the bottom of the cookie. Right? Just rips the bottom of the cookie. So if you wanted to use this as a cup now, then you're golden. You're set for life. You can use this as like a shot glass because there's a dip in it. But yeah, not ideal. So that was actually the one with sugar on it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave them there to cool and just reuse this pan with new parchment paper. It's more grease-proof paper. There's no grease on it. It's grease-proof. Be careful because it's still a bit hot. Okay, don't be too reckless. Oh look, that actually didn't go too bad. It's almost straight. Wow. The pans cool really quickly. I'm going to touch this now. But I guess the extra egg white has made almost no difference. No, not really. I don't think. But I'm sure I guess it all comes down to taste, but it still tastes good. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're just going to be. Hello. I'm just going to be dishing these up again. in the sugar. There's still plenty of sugar there, but like that's the level in this little bowl. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry on doing. Spoon some more out, and it's 2 minutes on the clock still. Do it before then. And hopefully I can just reuse both the pans. I'm quite excited about the other ones because they'll be a bit more uniform, because they kind of, you know, do what they like. Yeah, poggers. Indeed. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, these are going to be a bit bigger. Leviathan cookies. They almost look like wrinkly when you put the sugar on as well. What's the time at? It's almost 2 o'clock. It's probably going to take another half hour and probably wrap up. I'll let you get back to your days. Lovely Sunday evenings. Has anyone got any plans? Anyone up to anything? Or just Sunday evening? You can do what you want, really. You can do whatever you like. Unless you have a job, then you can't do it either. This is my job now. Just kidding. It's just fun. In like 57 minutes. Is anyone going to actually try and make these? That's what I wonder. Because if you do, I'd like to see them. Because they always seem different. I've never seen a uniform. There's no one, like, way these cookies are supposed to look. I'm planning on starting a fight with the Terminator this afternoon. Really? I don't even know how to respond. Do you need my help? Do you want any help? Because I'll help out if you like. I can get the hose out, spray them. They're not done. Nope, not done. I put a bit more batter in them probably than the other ones, so there's no way they're not done yet. It's puffed up quite a lot, so that's bang. Try and get these off the paper. There. That's like, is it like focusing on that? But yeah, that's how it should be. It's like flat. Heck yeah. So yeah, with most baked things, once you let them cool a little bit, they become less fragile and easier to get off. Ooh, pretty. My brother likes baking, so I just join in. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for the offer, but it's me or bust. To be honest, I kind of don't trust whatever's going on between you and the Terminator then. It seems like you deserve it, honestly. Something's going on. What's the texture like inside? Are they quite light? I'm glad you asked. Let's find out. So, the top, crispy. That's how they should be. The bottom at the minute is kind of soft. Like if I do the same thing, can't hear anything. Top, bottom. So the bottom's still soft. I'm sure if you like leave it for a little bit, it hardens. But for now, this is perfect. So I'm just gonna do a bit of fluffy, really fluffy inside. Perfect. I wonder if these will taste a bit more meringue. Is that what it's called? Meringue? That sounded like really wrong when I said it, but yeah, meringue because of the extra egg whites. But anytime you beat egg whites and like mix them with sugar with any recipe, one time I did that, and for pancakes, I made meringue and then mixed it in with the flour and other stuff. It tasted like it was just different. It's nice to try. Okay, try it. Tastes really good. Yeah, they're really, really good. Crispy on the outside, really fluffy on the inside. You know, they kind of hold together. They're not very brittle. Very good. Very, very good. Can't believe there's 5 people watching me just eat a biscuit. It's really, really nice. Next time your brother bakes, or anyone in your family, recommend this to them because it's seriously good. There's going to be quite a few here, and we'll get through them in half a day, I think. So I guess we're just waiting for the other ones to bake. We've won. We have come and we've conquered. Tastes great. They're not really, really cinnamony. Like if you've ever had a gingerbread cookie and it's just too much ginger in it and it's too much and you take a bite and you're like, ugh. It's not like that at all. It's really, really good. My sister she didn't really want to try it because I don't know, I guess she doesn't really like cinnamon, but she likes it now. So, do you think you could make the same thing with a different kind of egg, like quail eggs or something? Yeah, make it with an ostrich egg if you like, but it as long as you get the volume right, I think that's where the difference is. Because if the recipe said 2 small eggs and you only had large eggs, then you could probably just put 1 in and get the same effect. Okay, so the ones in there are looking very, very pale, but that's just how they are. So this is what we've got at the minute. Again, I'm going to put them back in because these ones are a bit more browner than these ones. So I'm just going to flip it around and put it back in just for a couple minutes, just so they're a bit more even. But already they look, in themselves, they look pretty even. Like a lot neater. Quite like it. Hey. So yeah, it's wrapping up now, I guess. I'm We've won. There's no more land to conquer. This will be the crowning achievement of my life, and when I go, this is what I shall be remembered for. A cookie that I didn't even make. I didn't think of the recipe. There's no recipes left to make. So these are large eggs. See it red there? I never really, if a recipe said add, sometimes a recipe doesn't even say large, medium or small, but for the eggs, but I never really take much notice with it. If you were using quail eggs, then I think you might want to, if it's 2 eggs, you might want to double it. One time I was baking something and I got a double yolk in the egg, and it was a 2-egg recipe. And I asked Mum about it. She was like, "Oh, just, that'll be enough." Because I guess I don't know enough about the science of it all to kind of say, how much of everything equates to actually baking. Like when I made pancakes one time without egg, it didn't taste very nice because it didn't cook. It was just flour and water and sugar. Not water, like milk and stuff. So it's gonna just end. It's very hot. I did this 6 times. They look very good. Ash, hot. Okay, so there's still a bit of dough left, and there's a tiny bit of sugar left. Not a tiny bit, but that's it, to the side. It's that much. Okay. Do you think we're going to be able to have enough sugar for all the batter? Because I don't. But I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, look, there's weird. There's it looks like there's white bits in the mixture. I think that's just little bits of sugar that have piled up. But for a second I was like, oh my god, it's egg whites. Kind of nervous for a second. Okay, so I'm not going to serve them in the little cupcake cases because that's weird. So I'm just going to, again, just let them cool. Let them cool a little bit, because otherwise they'll just stick. I'll show you, I'll take one out and not let it cool, and then it will just, I'll show you, it just rips the bottom of it off. Very aggressive, if you ask me, but there you go. I'm going to be so careful, because, everything's hot. Be careful. Pop them on top because I didn't get the other cooling rack out. Oh well. Woo. Cheers. Bonk. Okay, I'm going to be super careful because it's still really hot, but this is when it's still hot, okay? It will just rip it. Probably, maybe. Yeah. Ah, it's still hot. There's nothing more. So yeah. That just kind of shows how fluffy it is. Get a few straws on that. It's like really nice bread. When you buy tiger bread, like a tiger loaf, it's really fluffy. Just cool. Those are still pretty pale. Okay, so it's time to wrap up slightly. We're in the last leg of the baking journey that we're on together. You know, where did I put the cases? Oh, I threw them. Over here. That's why I don't throw stuff, because then you lose it, and then you look stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna put some more cases down in this one. I'm gonna guess 4. Let's see how this is. What should you leave it to? Why should you leave it to cool down? Is it still sort of cooking? A little bit, sometimes. I guess it's, as long as it's hot, it's still kind of cooking. It's like when you fry off meatballs and like brown them, and then when you put it in the sauce and all the other stuff, you know, they're not fully cooked when you just brown them off and cook the outside. When you put them in the sauce for a bit and boil them, they cook a bit more. Is that kind of what you're talking about? But I think letting them cool down, like I just showed, is kind of just so you can get them off the let's see. Oh, it just like cut out for a little bit. What? Bizarre. Oh, it's back. Okay. I don't think it's going to be enough sugar. It's my official prediction. Official prediction. I know this is this deviates a bit from my usual content on here, but yeah, it's just a bit fun. Have fun doing it. Have fun talking to everyone. Have fun making cookies that stick to my fingers. Ah! No, everything's everywhere. No one. So many tea towels everywhere. There's one there. One here. Oh. Boom. Duplication spell. They didn't think you'd see that on a baking stream. That makes sense, yeah. If you know what I'm talking about. Baking's weird. You can get really technical with this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I think once they start cooling down, they just cool me down. This is great first stream, by the way. Top stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm going to be setting homework for everyone to do this as well. When they called it, okay, it's gone. When it, okay. It's just been the visual. It just did it again. Has yeah, how much does it cut out? Is it kind of really bad or is it kind of average? Oh no, look. It's like when you mix it round it. Oh! Wait. This is what happens when there's not enough mixture in the. Oh. I tell you what, it's looking really laggy. I'm sorry if it's the quality's not going great. It keeps cutting out and but yeah. Do you know what? That was the final one as well. That's the last of the mixture. I was right, it was full, and I was wrong, there was enough sugar. Barely. There's barely enough sugar. Awesome. You all win a prize. You win a cookie. Win a cookie. Ooh. Last 4 going in. Ooh. That was a little passive aggressive. Jeez. Ooh. Okay, let me get another. Let me get another cooling rack. Because not enough space. I didn't even finish this first cookie. It tastes so good. I have to shake it out. That's like you see a little bit. See a bit more what's going on. Okay, again, the paper cools very quickly. My head's chopped off. The paper cools very quickly. It's like as soon as it hits there, pretty much. But the pan and the cookies are still very hot. So, you know, obviously be careful. Now, I'm not going to touch the cookies while they're still boiling. I'm going to put some of them there. Okay, so now they've cooled down a little bit. They're still pretty hot, still pretty warm actually. But now this one's cooled down a little bit. Let's see if it comes out any easier. Okay, because these could come out pretty clean, you know. They should do anyway. Look at that. It's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. Compared to this, let's compare the two. Right. This compared to this, there's still half a biscuit on there. It's kind of half biscuit, half cake. It's almost like a bite-sized cake. But yeah. So let them cool, because I forget to. I'm impatient. You know what I mean? Yeah. Very tasty though. Now's the fun part. Can anyone guess what the fun part is? Clearing everything away. Still got the eggs and butter here. Put them back in the fridge where they belong. We had pizza before this, like right before. Very tasty. It's been a good day. It's been a very good day. I've, you know, pizza and here, cookies. Unreal. Very good day. Got the bowl of soapy water. I'm just gonna chuck everything in for now, and then I'll put everything in the dishwasher. Whoa! We're on the subject, except we're not on the subject at all. Are there any songs that you would like me to see me do? See me cover? Hello. Because you know, any I'll always have stuff I plan to do, but bend down a little bit. I don't know if there's any that you'd like me to do. Leave it on in the chat, and I'll have a look, and maybe I'll consider it. You never know. Got some exciting stuff coming out eventually, soon-ish, probably eventually. Got a music video. Going to be doing an EP, and you guys are going to be the first to hear it, really. So stay. I'm just gonna dip down a bit. So stay tuned. Not today. It's not gonna be today. I don't want to mislead you. It's gonna be in a couple months, maybe. Possibly. I just noticed this is vegan. This is vegan. I don't get how this is vegan. It's butter. I don't understand how that's vegan. Okay, staying back up so I don't have to keep crouching. Yeah, the butter's vegan. Basically, this is the empty one, so I'm keeping it out to clean it, to then recycle it. Yeah, recycle. Okay. My audience is very, very smart, clearly. But, see, very smart. I was just about to ask what they make it out of. You've already got it. Not your mum. It's not my mum has even got it. Vegan butter, vegan coconut. Okay, I get you. Because do you know what, as well? Guess what these are? Bacon flavour crumbles. They're like bacon bits. If you've ever been to the Harvester, you got the, a million years ago when you go out and get a meal. You go up to the salad bar, and I would just get a bowl full of bacon bits, because they're like red, crispy things, and we're like, oh look, they're vegan. Epic. We didn't even know. I mean, we knew that it wasn't little bits of bacon, it's like bread flavoured like it, but you can put it on anything. It's so good. So good. How are these going? I'm chilling. So yeah, I won't do the washing while I'm here. I will wait till I finish. As if you were a guest in the house, it's rude to do the washing up while you're here. Oh. Very tasty. We're gonna be getting through this very quickly. I promise you that. No sharp, dirty ways. Very tasty. We're almost at the hour and a half mark. So probably at an hour and a half, we're about 6 minutes away. I'll probably stop it, say goodbye for the evening, for the afternoon. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. I've got 6 whole minutes to talk about anything. Can you have a go at singing Bohemian Rhapsody but in Cantonese? I could try. Not right now. I can sing the. I learned the like just a bit of the French song from Ratatouille. So I just know like the meme bit of it. I don't know. I learnt it, but I don't know what it means. So yeah, I have that in my back pocket. I can whip that out at job interviews. Like, hey, I can sing a chorus in French. I don't know what it means, but. Thanks for Billy. I'd suffice with Mandarin, do it. Okay, wait, I'm gonna do it quickly. Then I'll do it. Okay. Dans la vie, jamais on irait dire que la cause est toi. Ça n'est pas pour moi, laissez-moi plus mérite dans nous les vols, pendu enfin nous regarde. Woo! And yeah, that's all I know. Genuinely, any Dave Matthews song. I'll look him up. I should know more. I don't know. I'm not very aware with Thank you. I'll take a bow. That was honestly a whole afternoon I spent learning that. Oh, good fun. I think it's funny. They take quite a long time for cookies. It's been like 10 whole minutes. I guess while we wait, we can start peeling these little babies out of their little cards. Let me bring it over here so I can put it over here. Face it down again so you can see. Bonk. So there's always like a little bit on the paper, but oh well. There's still so much goodness left outside of the paper in this delicious hunk of batter, egg, flour, and sugar. That it doesn't really matter. There's like a little bit left behind. Ooh, that one came off pretty clean. Okay. Very professionally just thrown on here. Okay, I bet that. Oh no! This must work. Ouch. Oh, ow. Whoops. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Okay, take a look, take a gander. I say ouch just now because it hurt, but why did that? They're folded in the same way, these tea towels. I just grabbed another one. I think it's because that's wet, and I've been drying my hands with that one a bit more, and because it's wet, the heat just transfers through it instantly. So that kind of hurt a little bit. So be careful with what you're using. Really should have a like a proper. Oh my god, it's here. Should have one of these. Should be using one of these. But So yeah, be careful. But I just wanted to show you these quickly because they're not done. They're too pale. See what I mean? Like these, but like here, starting to look brown enough, crisping up, but they're too pale. So they're gonna go back in. I'm gonna say for 3 minutes. See, I've never found out an exact time for how long they should go in there, so I'm sorry for that. But I've never figured it out. I guess it would just remain a mystery. And I think that's one of the great things about life, that you never know how long you're going to bake something for. One time, I tried to make brownies, and brownies are very hit or miss, and I guess I always miss because I don't know, I never make them quite right. Now they should be chewy and kind of crispy and delicious, but I can never quite get them like that. I guess probably because I'm making them wrong, but sometimes you just haven't got the right recipe. But one time I was baking it and it ended up being in the oven for probably well over 40 minutes, just because I did it for the amount of time it should be cooked, and I was taking it out and testing the middle with a toothpick, which is what you're supposed to do. If you put it in and pull it out and it's clean, then it's done, and if you put it in and pull it out and there's mixture on it, it's not done. And the edges were just burning, but a huge chunk in the middle was still just batter. So it's kind of, I don't know, I must have really messed something up on that recipe, but yeah, kind of just check on when you're baking stuff, just check on it often. Don't burn the scones. Butter is not your friend. Vegan butter is probably the same. Oh, hey Michael, you alright? Long time no see. How are you? I'm doing good. I've got biscuits. We just had pizza. Life is on a high right now. Life is a highway, and I'm gonna ride it, I guess. Very terrible joke there. I don't know if you can see I'm dusty. It's not dust. It's flour. It's flour. It's not dust. I've got this handy dandy sink right here. I'm just gonna sweep it into. Let's go in there. There, it's all clean. It's all clean. Just easy, easy. Oh. I think we can get this last batch out, and then I'll say farewell. Look at, we can count our gold. What gold? Count our. I just had an Easter egg. Is it Easter yet though, Michael? Is it Easter yet? I didn't think so. So why are you having it? Okay, why are you having an Easter egg? It's not Easter. It is no Easter yet. Let me say hi properly. Hello, it's me. Yeah. Easter egg? It's not Easter yet. I've just put that on for a timer for 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So in that precise amount of time, they should be done. Anything less or anything more, kind of walking on thin ice there. I'm a week early. I'm not gonna. No. Fair enough. if I could, you know, I wouldn't turn down an Easter egg at any time of the year, to be fair. So I can't even blame you. I can't even blame you. Easter eggs are good. What kind of Easter egg did you have? Because the kind of Easter egg a person has really defines them. Like a mini egg one. Now that's a good choice because you get the egg, you get mini eggs with it, and you know you always get a decent amount in the little pack. Lion mini egg, I don't trust. If someone gets a lion mini egg, I don't trust them. Personally, I just don't trust them. Or one of the, I don't even know if you can like get these anymore, but the kind of Easter egg that has a mug in it, and it just like it has a. Hold on. Okay. I was about to be so smart and pull out one from these like packs. You can get like a mug with it, and I'm sure you could get like hot chocolate powder with it as well. But we no longer have them because they were from ages ago. But I remember I've seen a post and it's like every British household has one of these, and that was one of them. So yeah, got precisely 56 seconds left of the baking. Stream will probably go on for at least a minute longer. I was always a Cadbury's chocolate buttons one. You know what? I'll give you a pass on that. I think that's acceptable. Chocolate buns is superior. They're very, very good. Oh, 25 seconds and counting. Are they even going to be done? I wonder. One. Look at all these empty cases. Woo! Using all those cases is a small price to pay for perfectly sized cookies. The oven's going off. It's not using it anymore. That's it. We've won. We have conquered, for sure. Could always use a blowtorch and it will be burnt, but it will cook quicker. Just a good point. Good point. Blowtorch for marshmallows. That's how you really get stuff done. Yeah, that's it. They're looking lovely. Holding them by the paper so I don't get burnt. Yeah. Okay, look, if I hold it in front of my face, then it focuses in. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, lovely. My battery on my phone is actually decreasing as well. Huh, it's charging as well, it's plugged in. Oh well. I'd love to do another one of these if you would indulge me. This has been great fun. Had a lot of fun baking with all of you because really when I bake I just talk to myself. So at least this way I have a lovely audience. So yeah, I think the video is going to stay up on the channel. So you can watch it back anytime, although I'm not quite sure why I would. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. To chocolate Easter bunny. I must say my baking skills aren't very good. This has been a very successful day compared to some of the catastrophes that have happened in this Hello Kitchen before. Geku has seen all of them, okay? And he's scarred for life, okay? Even though his limbs grow back, so it is, he's fine. But Yeah, I'd love to do another one. So I'll try and find something to bake, or if there's anything you'd like me to bake, then let me know. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.